What's going on YouTube? My name is Bancroft. Thank you for tuning in. And today, well, we're going to go over History of Z, set 27. Not really the set itself. I'm going to talk about the set because I'm curious about what you all think about the what's coming in that set. But also, we're going to talk about the pre-release cards that were revealed when this video drops yesterday. And like always, there's buttons, links down below. Feel free to click there for a reason. And also, don't mind the mess behind me. I'm actually going to be transitioning back downstairs to my basement just because I need the more space for my actual work job. And History of Z, which is the conclusion to the Zenkai block. The box art kind of gives us an idea of what to expect. It has what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different images on it, which we assume maybe has something to do with the leaders to some degree, but also like these are older arts from what we're looking at. Like that Vegeta, I think, is a battle card. It's a 2-drop red card, I think. Like, so we build up like the idea in our head. Oh, are these going to be takes on older decks, or are they going to support older decks? We don't really know. I mean, until we see this stuff. But in the set, we have your standard common, uncommon, rare, super rare, special leader rares. I still prefer my reverse foil rares. Reverse foil leaders. And then we have our secret rares and our god rare. But this set comes with 2 additional things. One of those is the special Zenkai rares. Now, there are 19 in total of these. And I'm hoping that means you're getting at least, like, say, 3 per box or something like that. Because that's a lot. Unless they're just going to be 1 per box and it's just some special art of one of the super rares or rare cards we don't really know yet. If it's 1 per box, have fun collecting. That's going to be a little bit ridiculous, I think. But hopefully we get like 3 per box. And hopefully they take up a rare spot instead of taking up a super rare spot. Or sorry, an SPR spot. Because if they take up an SPR spot and it's only 1 per box, that means you're only getting 12 SPRs as well for buying a single case. Instead of you're possibly getting 2, because you're also thinking about the special leader rares take up a spot. The secret rares take up a spot. God rare takes up a spot as well. And then you got to factor in now serial number cards as well, which is something they've never done in a box before. Like those, there's those cards when you go to big events that are numbered, but this is like one of the first time it's ever been in a set, which is pretty cool. If you're a collector just to collect art and stuff, this is a box you kind of look forward to. Hopefully that means these cards will maintain their value more than other sets would have. But yeah, that's it. It's just a lot in this box and stuff. But let me know what you think about this particular set going into it. Obviously, when this video drops, we'll have the first idea who the first leader is, hopefully by then as well. Hopefully they start dropping those today. I'm recording this obviously Friday evening, but hey, we'll see what happens. Now, let's talk about the promo leaders that came out. Starting with, obviously, the leader itself, which is Pan. Now, this is Pan Zeno. Has an auto once per turn. When you use a black card in a combo, draw 1 card and then add to 1 card from your life to your hand. Once again, we're sticking to the theme, Waking Turn 2. That's kind of been what it's been for the last, I don't know how many sets. It's what it's been. And I kind of like the idea. Kind of like you want to Waken Turn 2. That's when you want to get stuff going. What's great about this leader, though, is one of those leaders where you can possibly do this auto twice. And I say it because the Awakening leader has a similar auto as well. So once you're at 5 or less life, you could draw 2 cards, but you do need to burst 3. So it's Awaken, burst 3. When your life is 5 or less, draw 2 cards. So if you go, say you go first, you can't do anything turn 1. Your opponent attacks you. You combo a card if they happen to combo as well, because majority of the time people do now combo at least 1 card in that first attack because they're trying to set up that Z energy for future plays. So cool, you combo 1 card, you match, you take the life for comboing a card, you take the damage because you match, and then your opponent passes to you. Then on turn 2, charge energy, you attack with the lead, you combo a card, go down to 5, then you burst 3 cards, draw 2 cards for the Awakening, and then you awaken to the Pan Journey Through Time, which auto once per turn. When you use a black card in a combo, draw 1 card and place up to 1 black battle card from your Warp to the owner's drop. So boom, you're possibly drawing 4 cards on turn 2 with just the leader alone, which is pretty cool. You are bursting 3 cards, which is why I do believe this is kind of an overwhelm deck now, or a leader meant for overwhelming decks. Now, I've never really played a lot of overwhelm decks. That's not my experience when it comes to these games. I typically find a fun archetype that I like, and I kind of stick with that for a while until I get another one. And so if you are one of those players who plays a lot of like overwhelm based decks, let me know what you think about this leader, because not just the leader itself, but there's also activate main once per turn. Choose one black Z battle card, switch it to active mode, then place up to 2 black battle cards from your warp to the owner's drop. So your turn alone, you're sending back 3 cards from your warp to your drop, and then you're doing one during your opponent's turn because you're going to combo a card at some point in time, which is really cool. So there's a lot of setups, and there's other cards as well in the game that'll help move those cards around as well. So like, to me, this does feel like it's a overwhelm deck. Like, you could possibly, I don't know, overwhelm cheaply, turn 1 on your first turn to attack, get cards into your warps immediately on the awakened side, combo a card, send a card back, then you pay 2 specific cost energy if you wanted to for the Z battle card, SS4 Son Gohan Journey Through Time, which is a 2/2 in this case. It's a 15k battle card. It does have deflect, double strike, and barrier. So when it hits the board, it's going to stay on the board because it's not getting hit by anything. Unless obviously your opponent has some way of getting past barrier, yada, yada, yada. Now, if your leader is black, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost greater than the current energy, ignoring barrier, and send it to the owner's warp. That's really strong just in general. Like, getting past barrier for 2 energy and sniping a card, fun. And even better, this card's a double strike with barrier itself and deflect. And not just that, but auto, when this card attacks, for every Z energy cost of the Z cards in your leader area, battle area, and unison area, this card gets plus 5,000 power for the battle. This card itself costs 2 Z energy, so you're already getting a 10k boost there. And going back to this leader being an overwhelm leader, depending on however you set things up, after you attack this leader, this battle card, use the leader's activate main to send cards back. If you happen to have overwhelmed before all these plays, you're reoccurring 5 cards back into your drop for the next turn, because the leader will do 3 because you'll activate the leader's main to resend this leader to attack again. And really, if you go first, this is a really strong turn to play against your opponent who only has 1 open energy. So like, you're forcing your opponent to either take a ton of damage early on, or making them combo their hand out to protect their life. Now, I will say this as a reminder, the leader does not restand energy, so you know what you're playing against. Paying 2 energy on turn 2 for this play may not be the best play, but it is a very strong play. And not just that, but this will go in any deck. Now, grant, the leader itself will restand any Z battle card, which is fun, but this particular card, you could tech into any black deck you want, as long as you have an opportunity where you go, you know what, I have 2 energy, I got nothing else to play. This would be a perfect card to play, and I could possibly snipe a card. So yeah, I think these are great cards, and I'm looking forward to what else comes out from this set. Hopefully it's good enough. Hopefully it's what we want it to be. And yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say, so I'm just going to ramble with that. Bye.